Hi there, hello everyone. This is Ava from Soul GPS. I am in pretty much the same spot where I was about a year and a half ago in May 2016 when I had decided to start this channel and go on my life's journey, which of course continues. But you can see this video actually if you wanted to. It is the first video that was published on this channel. And you can kind of see how it all started. The net is that I was really afraid of what was going to happen, but I was also very excited because I knew there were going to be some gems along the way. And today I went on a run. It's a beautiful day here in Poland. It is mid-October, but we're having summer weather, as you can see. And I just got inspired to shoot a quick video for you as I was running, because I was thinking about the journey that we all are on if we have been touched by the evils of narcissistic abuse. And what I noticed is I noticed a pattern. And the pattern is that once we dive into the narcissist and understanding who they are, and it's a really difficult process because it requires you to understand the pathology, and for an empath or a codependent to understand the extent of the betrayal that we've been through requires a shift in the mindset, and it can be incredibly traumatic. But it's also liberating because the trauma already happened. Now we're just breaking it down and understanding it, and it's really helpful to make sense of the cognitive dissonance. But what I've noticed is that the stage that comes after we understand this person, and I see that a lot in my work with my clients, is that once we get it all out about the relationship and they really gauge who this person was and what is the dynamic that animates them, there is a shift and the person stops becoming so interesting, and we focus on ourselves and who we are and what was it in us that made us go into this dynamic, made us go into this relationship. And in most cases, it's codependency, and it's taken me a while to really understand what codependency is. And I feel like I've been really on the path to breaking it down and understanding how it arose in me, where it came from, and why, and why. Because we're not born codependents; we acquired it. It's something that we pick up from. In general, either from our parents, either one of our parents is codependent, or we pick it up from the mass media. We pick it up from the stories that we're being told in romance Hollywood movies. We pick it up from our environment, because if we really look around and pay attention to the average couple, there's a lot of codependency that goes on. Not necessarily that there are that many narcissists, or that there are a lot, but there is this leaning into an enmeshment that seems to be, oh, I got a friend. Hi, sweetheart. He's a little dog. It's a big dog. And there's this enmeshment that takes place between people. And for the longest time, I thought that that was the way relationships were supposed to be, that we are supposed to find each other. There's this one person out there just for me that's just going to fit in like a hand in a glove. And once we see each other and recognize each other, it's going to be like these sparks going off, and we're just going to fall in love, and it's going to be happily ever after. And it's a program we're programmed with. And of course, a lot of us seek this, but it's not a healthy program, and it's not a healthy relationship. And notice this. In the fairy tales, once the prince finds his princess, the story ends, right? We're never told what happens after. We don't know how their life goes on once the routine sets in, right? What happens then? And so I've been thinking about it a lot on my long walks and my runs. And it's just super fascinating. And what I keep coming to when I ask the question of myself, well, what is a healthy relationship? What is that dynamic? It is learning to stand tall on your own. And I think that for many of us who have been on this journey, self-discovery, because it's not just about breaking down narcissism, it's also a tremendous amount of soul searching. I feel like a codependent relationship like that would no longer be satisfying. And this is why it's so important to take a break, spend time with yourself, really get to understand yourself, really understand your needs, who you are, why you're here, and become ultra independent so that you can form this interdependence with the right partner who's also independent once the time comes. That's why it is so so difficult, you know, because we're addicted to this kind of going from one relationship to the other. And why do we do this? Is because we don't want to feel the pain. We don't want to face our fears of loneliness. We don't want to face and digest all of these emotions that have been, you know, suppressed inside of our bodies for so long. And body is the subconscious mind, right? It's all in there. So by spending time with yourself, you allow these thoughts to come up and you digest them. And as they come up, you feel this beautiful shimmering emptiness that begins to form. For the longest time, I felt that the pain that I've been carrying deep inside my gut was emptiness. But it isn't. It's actually grief and sorrow. It's unprocessed emotions, dense, heavy stuff that I picked up from my family. I picked up from people that I've spent time with. I've created these emotions by abandoning my quest, by abandoning myself on many occasions. I've done it because I chose to distract myself, either because I wanted to or needed to, or because it was a necessity. I had other things to focus on. So all of these unresolved things we carry with us deep inside our guts, it's like a bowling ball. And then we run away from this pain. And what do we run away to? The thing that feels the most delicious, right? It's either food, or it's chocolate, or it's a relationship, it's love. But the thing is, it's that it's always and forever going to keep distracting us from the thing that really matters, and that is to get to know ourselves better, know who we are, let all these things come up, process them, understand who you are, what you want, and learn to stand tall. It's not about not needing a partner. There's this big misnomer out there that's kind of confusing. It's kind of true and false at the same time. Yes, you do want to get to the place where you release your codependency, where you don't really need anyone to be happy. But that doesn't mean that you don't need or want to have a partner and share in this beautiful energy of yours. That is an absolutely natural and beautiful desire to have within you. So you don't want to get rid of that, but you just don't want to be dependent on that. You don't want your state to be dependent on you having to have someone. So I just wanted to share these few thoughts that I had as I was running with you guys. And again, this is kind of like a year and a half of, you know, coming back to the same place where it all started. And yeah, so keep moving forward. I guess that's the message of this video. Keep moving forward. Great days are ahead. You are on your quest. You're on your way. Get curious. Get curious about yourself, because deep inside you is a treasure of treasures, as the ancient Greeks said. Know thyself, and you shall know the secrets of the gods and the universe. Thank you. Till next time.